Hello, Internet! You're watching Mr. Axebane. I'm playing Farming Simulator 22, and this is episode 11 of my Griffin Indiana series, and the sun has just come up. And the fall colors are here. It's the second half of October. Ah, nice. There's a few evergreens you can see here and there, too. Not many in this area. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we have still very little wool, but let's see, it's 302 liters, so it's just slowly being produced every day. Very cool, very cool. We have tons of hay around here. Most of it's not nearby. There's that one. That's 4,500 liters. So let's see actually how much they've eaten. It's probably not that much, really. I can just actually open the menu and go down here. Yeah, okay, so, oh yeah, they still got plenty of food. Okay. Of course, we're waiting on our soybeans to be harvestable. Those will be harvestable not too much longer. Should be 1 or 2 days, actually. Excellent. Excellent. And there's this, the reason there's this dirt patch here is the tree was somewhere around here, and so we missed some spots, myself and the AI workers. I think that's what that's from, yeah. It's alright though, it's not too much. The rest of the field is just absolutely dense with soybeans, as much soybean as you can plant. It looks like it's just crammed in there. I love it. Okay, and oh, we have more of the hay bales up here. We have actually most of them are here, and we have actually some all the way down over there. And of course, we got our bees humming along, doing their thing. I think there's actually even a beekeeping suit in the game that you can wear if you go into the the wardrobe option. It doesn't, you know, if you don't have the suit, you don't have to worry about stings, but it definitely looks much more appropriate when you wear the proper uniform. And we have, yeah, just a few hay bales here. So I think it was last month was the first month that we made any amount of money. The only profit after all the expenses and everything was done for last month, which was September, $2,643. But at least we turned a profit that month. Every previous month, we of course we lost money, but that's, the money we were spending to establish our beginnings, our first steps, our initial farm. And yes, I'm using the relight mod, which the only thing I don't like about it is the nights are so dark. They're creepy, you guys. It's like pitch black out there a lot of the time. I don't know if you get nights with a full moon where it's brighter, but that's okay. Everything else about this mod is amazing. Relight, look at that. I think that's what's giving you that kind of glow effect, and just beautiful. It does. I think the shaded areas are a little darker during the day, like you really like to see more. Basically, more realistic lighting, and they claim that it doesn't have any additional performance impact. It's just a different lighting configuration to where you can get darker shadows, brighter brights, and then you can't see it in these areas as much. But there's even an effect, I think, where you can. A lot of times you can see almost like a misty effect in the distance where stuff is sort of translucent. You see some kinds of stuff like that, I think, in the default game, but the relight mod makes it really pop the lighting. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm kind of like rambling around, and it's like, don't you have work to do? You have a farm. You're supposed to be a farmer. Yeah, at this time, I'm mostly waiting for Mother Nature. Okay. Oh, there is some things we need to do then. Yes. Okay. So this, yeah, it's 400 liters. We have to remove that, and they're probably gonna pop some more. That was backed up production in the hives. I'm assuming. Yep. Another 336 liters. That's probably gonna fill up pretty soon. So we're gonna pop this in the shed. I wonder if we can do it with one door open and not have to. Yeah, we just kind of have to jostle it in there. Might have cracked a few jars, but There we go. Well, that's crooked. It's all wavering, and there we go. That's flat, stable. In the shed, protected from the weather that's going to be coming. We're going to have at least 3 or 4 days. I can see on the forecast at least 3 days, and then we don't know what's going to be happening after that. But at least 3 days of snow coming. First half of December is snowy. All of January is snowy. February, looks like we get a reprieve for a day, possibly, or for the first half of February, I should say. I like to think of it that way. It's 2 days per month in the game's terms, but for me to think about it as a span of time, it's easier for me to imagine if you're playing on 2 days per month that actually the first day is the first half of the month. So when it says, October 2, I think of it the second half of October. Another way you can do it if you don't mind having a lot of days, you can just skip days whenever you want. Of course, you can sleep even during the day. If you don't mind having a lot of days, you might just skip some. You could do 4 days per month, and then think of it as the week. It's even easier. So then that would have been like the second week of October for October 2. But we're doing 2 days per month, so we're in the second half of October. These deer, are they going to run? Yeah, they're running. You never get too close. Actually, if you really chase those guys and sprint, you can catch them sometimes. I mean, you can't catch them, but you can get close to them and see them better. Cute little deer. Okay, I love that stuff. The birds, the deer, they're wonderful. Actually, just that little bit of extra immersion, you can kind of makes the place feel a little more lived in by all the critters and creatures out there. Speaking of critters and creatures, I'm assuming we don't have any new sheep yet. No, it's still 14 sheep. We just got them like 2 days ago, so I don't even know if they I think they probably reproduce any time of the year, but I know that the seasons mod for the previous versions of the game, they would only reproduce, I think, during the realistic months of the year when you would expect it. Anyway, so we're mostly waiting. Oh, and we gotta check the sale paper, of course. Oh, and I left the door open. That's nice. All right, let's see what's in the sale paper. All right, boom. We have a cultivator, a forage wagon, pretty good size one. Might be too big for what we have for our machinery. Oh, and this is a mod I have, Lizard PB5-032 mod. It's just a lower end roller. And then like for smaller tractors, again, it takes only 54 horsepower. So again, as I've said in many previous episodes, I had to kind of get some smaller tractor tools to match the smaller tractors that I put in from the mods. I didn't put them in. I mean, I just chose some mods in the mod hub and downloaded them. Of course, I haven't made any mods. In case I haven't, that's not clear. But anyway, and we have a not a tractor, front loader. Front loader. Ah, okay. That might be kind of nice. That's just under 30,000. Whoa, look at the wheels on that. That has like 4 wheels in the front. Oh, that is impressive. That is impressive. A class 639 Torion. Dang, we might need that because we don't have a front loader. We don't have a forklift. We have the attachment for front loaders on our existing tractors, which would be much more the affordable way to go, probably. Oh, and I forgot to mention, before I went to bed last night, so it would have been after the last episode ended, I actually decided to buy a mower that was just under $7,000, and it's at the shop, so I think I'm going to go and get that first. And the reason I went ahead and got a mower, even though I had mentioned, I think in the last episode, that I wasn't looking forward to just chopping a bunch of grass again and all that, is that I somewhat foolishly bought this new plot of land, right, just under $75,000. Kind of a mix of forestry. Those trees all are in it. The trees I cut yesterday, obviously, has all this grass. And I wanted more room, so I had to put this sheep pen down, which cost $50,000. So if you combine the $50,000 and $75,000 that we spent, that's like 100. What is it? 125,000 or some 100. My math is not good, but it's over 100, isn't it? Oh gosh. So it's even longer that we'll have to wait before we make a profit. So, oops. Hence why I went ahead and bought the mower. I think I'll mow this grass before winter knocks it back and reduces it. And also harvest more of these trees to get some money from this land too. Even though they're so beautiful now. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You have to kill so many things when you farm. Jeez. I'm always killing trees and stuff, and it's like, man, I feel like you have to. Okay. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on the farm. And also last night before I went to bed, I went ahead and parked the tractor in there, and I parked the cedar back here since it's too big to fit in the shed, really. Oh, and before I started this episode, so between last episode and this episode, I installed some additional mods, some more shed options, you guys. These ones are almost too cheap, but they're modest. The cheapest one is only $900, but it's small. It's probably even smaller than it's smaller than the one we paid $5,000 for, which only a little bit smaller though. So it's very affordable, and it has that just kind of rusted, little worn down look, which I kind of like. It fits the cabin that we got, right? So we might be using that at some point. And then there's this one, which is a little more, $1,200. And this one, and these are all from the wooden shelters mod. This one's a bigger one that you can combine them. They could be pushed right up against each other. So I could place this one, and then right next to it I could have this big extension. And then in this one could be like a larger, taller piece of machinery, such as a harvester. I don't know if the largest harvesters would fit, but there's a pretty good amount of space in there. So anyway, and there's a couple other mods I installed that may or may not come into play. Alright, so first, I think I need to go to town and get that mower that I bought. I think about mowing this grass. I could even put it on the back of this truck and do it, right? I think I could do that. I don't know how fast. I'm sure I can't go faster than the mower is supposed to operate, but it'd be a cool option we can have. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Almost there already. Man, when you can cruise at 50 miles per hour, it's way different than driving a tractor to town. Love it. I love this truck. I can show that again too, what mod that's from. I love this little truck. It's one of the newer mods that came out. The Unimog U1200, U1400, and U1600 mod. And I've got the 1600. Love it. It's just a nice little truck that just so happens to be able to connect tools, tractor tools like this mower. And the reason I went ahead and bought this mower last night is I didn't know if it'd still be available today if I slept on it. Like literally, didn't want to sleep on it because it was used and it was like 6,800 and some bucks, so just under 7,000 for a used mower. And then it's and now we actually own a mower. So eventually we'll make money from hay or silage. I might do silage next time to make more money. Now I already have a bunch of hay. I don't need hay now. I need to sell a bunch of hay actually. That's going to happen in, I believe it's January and February are good. Oh, and I took a look at the calendar, and the best time to sell our honey is going to be March, and the best time to sell the wool is in April, I believe it was. So we got to remember that, March and April. March for the honey, April for the wool, I believe it was. I only looked one way. That's very reckless. Like, I'll just do 50-50. Could have been a car coming that other way, and that would have been really bad. Okay. I'll be there in no time with this thing. Look at this. Look at this. Actually, I won't even pause on the recording. I'll just keep going because you see how fast when you got a 50 mile per hour truck. This road's kind of bumpy too. Look at it. I like that. Actually, I like that. Makes it feel more back country. Alright. So, of course we could go ahead and start mowing with it, but let's see if we're gonna do that. Yeah, because I do need to cut it before it gets knocked back by winter. I wonder how soon that'll happen though, because I have November. Yeah, I probably should do it really soon, probably. So that, I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know if it'll be any easier in this or not, but let's try it out. So, X to unfold. Oh, and I also really wanted to test how much of these bushes we can mow. Some maps allow you to mow the bushes, and the other maps require stuff like forestry mulchers to eliminate the bushes. So we'll press V to lower and B to begin. Oh yeah, the smaller bushes are definitely gone. We'll see about the bigger one there. It looks kind of funny using a tractor. Oh, there's still pieces of wood when I cut trees yesterday that's left. Thought I got all of that. Alright, let's try this bigger bush. Could mow from the cab. That might be easy. Even if it's raining or snowing, don't matter. Press V and B again. Lower and begin. And here we go. Here comes the... Yeah! Moment of truth, and it looks like it did. I kind of screwed up the row, though, but it worked. Seems to have worked. We could try these bushes. I could try to drive it backwards and mow, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I want that much hassle. Let's try this. Sorry, bushes. I'm gonna leave some of the bushes though, because they definitely look nice. You know, I like to, if a map doesn't have them, I like to place them just to make it look nice. Yeah, looks like it worked, right? Sweet. Might as well do it. Let's try it backwards to see. Get that bit. Wait, I should have started further back. And I doubt this will be the easiest way, but it works. Oh man. Oh, I left those stumps too. I forgot. Or was that one stump and then one piece of wood? I got wood pieces everywhere over here. Alright, this is probably not how I'm gonna do this, but it does work though. It does work. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep on mowing, I guess. Yeah, get this grass before the winter comes. I'm doing this row by row, but now I'm wondering if I just drive through the field, just drive around the field, right? I mean, and I don't actually get grass when I mow the parts that are forested and bushes, so I don't need to kill all these bushes. I don't even get grass for it. I just cleared some over there where I was clearing the trees. So let's see if we can just kind of just drive up and down the field and not go row by row by row, the most monotonous way. Oh, we don't want to mow this stuff though. So we gotta do something. Oh, now I'm mowing someone else's land. Alright, let's mow this edge. Maybe we can just kinda turn left here and yeah, hopefully this is not bad. Maybe we'll cut straight to the end here. Rejoin right here. Yeah, that'll probably work. Kinda. Oh, I'm missing some spots. But otherwise, worked. Yeah, so we're back to mowing again. What was that, like episode 2? We're getting the mowing going, except this time in a truck. And I'm just thinking, unless I'm mistaken, it does take a lot more, you know, quite a bit more expensive machinery to make silage. So I might just make hay again, and then when I go to sell it in, what was it, February, I think I'll be doing that. January and February, I think are good. Then I'll just sell that along with whatever I was going to sell before. But I'll see. But I think the silage, yeah, I think the silage making stuff was like a little. Even if I lease it, it might be a little too expensive. I'm not sure. Unless I was harvesting more grass than this, but I don't want to buy another field yet. Oh, I want to get this strip here if I could. Kind of. I still missed a bit of it. That's all right. Oh God, run! No, thank you. Yes, he got away. Good, good, good. Stay away from the mower, guys. Stay away from the mower. All right. Mowing grass. Mowing grass. You know, I was just thinking, if you got this mod, this Unimog mod, you could start a small farm with just this truck slash tractor. I don't know for sure what all farm implements you can put, but it's got the connection on the back for the basic stuff. It can do this mower. It should be able to do cultivating and stuff, right? So that would be interesting. Then whenever you had to make a trip to town. Oh, I don't know if the AI can use this truck though. Be advised, I have no idea. They may not have any clue how to do farm work with this truck, but if you're doing it yourself mostly, it might be kind of cool. You could have 50-mile-per-hour truck to take stuff to town or buy stuff, pick up stuff, deliver, sell, and then their farm work you could do this, use the same truck. This is so cool. The Unimog 1600. It does a lot of stuff. It does a lot of stuff. Oh, I'm doing a really bad cut job here. It's not the Unimog's fault though. Come on, let's get the mowing going. At full speed, it was doing like 12 miles per hour. That was going downhill, going uphill now, 6 miles per hour. Alright, yeah, I'm getting the job done though. It's getting the job done. Okay, pretty much all the fields mowed. It's going to be less hay than last time if I make hay. And it begs the question, if I'm pretty sure I lost money making hay last time. Why would I do it again with even less? So let's cut the engine and just take a look real quick. If we look in the shop at the options that would allow us to make silage instead of hay, we essentially need a baler that can wrap, or a baler and then a wrapper. This is the lowest one I can see, the cheapest one that can wrap and that can bale and wrap, which actually it might not be too bad to lease that. Let's see. You do not have enough money, you won't tell me. But to buy it, it's 78,500. So let's go ahead and take a bit money, take a small loan from the bank. We'll do 10,000. Now let's try that again. Balers, and we're looking for the description up here in the top to change. Yeah, so it changes on this one to say not just that it's a baler, but that it also explains bale wrapper. So it'll bale and then it'll wrap, which you can wrap grass to make silage. Oh, that's right. That's the nice thing about this. We don't have to flip it over to dry it out to make hay. We could windrow it to make it easier to get the grass, but we can skip the whole tedder step. So actually, that may not be more expensive to do. That's $4,000 to do that. And if we were doing the one we did before, 2,400, but we'd have to rent the tedder. So yeah. Oh, wow, I didn't think about it fully last time. The tedder we did was something like that, I believe, and the leasing cost for that was $841. So it's a little bit cheaper, I think, to make it into hay. But silage is worth a lot more money. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you get less volume than you do hay. Probably not. It's the same amount of grass. It's just being wrapped wet instead of dry, right? Let's see. Silage. 341 at the highest, or 340 at the highest. And the hay was, of course, only 111 at the highest. Grass is only 88 because that's. And then let's see, straw is like 88. too. Wow. Okay, yeah. So silage worth more. I may not get as much silage as you get hay, but I bet it's still worth more. All right. Well, in light of that, I was basically wrong. It's only, well, I was technically correct. It is a little more expensive to make silage, it looks like, but not as much as I had thought. It's somewhat similarly priced. So let's just park this mower until we get more shed space. We'll park it by this cedar. Oh, I need to fold it first with X, and then we can drop it. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to drive to town. I suppose we'll go ahead and, I better get a windrower too, though. Yeah, because otherwise it'll take me a couple days. So I'll probably lease a windrower and bring that back. Okay, almost there. And it looks like the sun's going down. See the sunset colors coming through a bit with the relight mod. Alright, so we need to lease or buy a windrower. Oh, also, I looked at the sale paper. I always check it first thing in the morning, and it seems like there's always one item that comes out. So it must come out like at 9 a.m. or noon. Because it seems like there's oftentimes something does come out for the next day, but it's not at the early part of the day. Anyway, there's a header for 12 meter header, but we already have that large header already. Is it the same one? No, we have a 9.2 meter. So we're not gonna buy that. Okay, so let's go here, and I guess we'll just get. We don't have much more time today to work. Oh, these are fairly cheap too, so. Yeah, we did this large one last time. Maybe that's not a good idea though. It's almost 1,000 to lease that. It's only 400 to lease that. We'll just work a bit longer and use a smaller windrower. Oh, which means we will have to work longer with the baler as well, but that might make it a little more profitable. We'll just have to spend a little more time. Am I on the right side? I don't think I am, actually. Oh, maybe I am. Yeah, okay, that must be the back, so I am on the right side. The correct end. I just don't have it positioned well enough. That's alright, we got it. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. There it is. Alright, easy. We actually run out of light. I've now run out of light today. Or the second half of October. I don't even know if I'll have time to windrow it. Oh man, if we have to pay another day of leasing fees, that's not ideal. So I'll just have to try to get it done. Have to try to get it done in the dark. Once again, I'm thinking that it's a good thing we can go 50 miles per hour in this truck. It's really handy for bringing stuff back from the shop. Love it. Okay, here we go, and let's see how much space. At least this truck has good lights. It's better than our vintage tractor. Okay, X to unfold. Let's watch. Ooh. Dang. Quite the animation. Okay. It's a humble little wooden rower. I gotta start it and lower it. Make a little rose. Where's it? And it's not there. It's almost. This almost defeats the purpose of windrowing them, though. Because I think. Let me see here how much we can. Good gosh. The whole point is to make it one convenient road. Of course, I'm going all crooked. I think this was a mistake. I mean, why? This. I guess it technically will make it be less rows for the baler, but gosh, I should have gone ahead and got the one that was a little bit bigger. Oh well. We'll see how this goes. It's a good way to see the difference. Yeah, you save money, but I might triple my working time. I don't know if this was a good idea. I mean, it's a wider pickup than the baler, so it's better than otherwise. So it's not pointless. It's just maybe there's a trick to it. It always deposits on the right side. So if you do this correctly, maybe you can get two thin rows next to each other, like I kind of achieved back there behind the truck. Anyway, see how much of this I can do before midnight. Oh gosh, I'm screwing it up. Yeah, gotta get this done. Okay, so this windrower isn't that bad for a small field. If I try to just kind of keep it in two rows that are very close to each other, hopefully the baler can run right down this. So it's not as bad as it seemed at first. Not great, but for a small field, yeah, it's not too terrible. You just kind of have to come at it a certain way and create small rows that are kind of bunched up together that should still make it easier to clear this field than it would have been. A lot easier, I would think. Can I get this done before midnight, though, is the real question. Because I'm assuming that's when the rental fees would kick in for another day. So ideally, that's what I want to do, get this done by midnight and run it back to the shop. Or just before midnight, I guess. We have 4 hours to do that. Actually, I think I'll probably be able to do that. This is not a very large field. I've realized there's another way to use this windrower. It might take a little bit more time, but be even nicer. So if I just keep going back over a spot that I've already rode, since it always just shifts it to the right, I just eventually shift it all over into one row. So it's kind of cool, right? It will take more time though, I think. But to show you what I mean, I pushed that row. Let's go up here and push it again. Maybe this is how you're supposed to do it. Alright, so if I push it again, I mean, I'm doing work I already did. I'm working this grass that I already pushed. But if I can also push some of the other grass that was next to it into that row, we just keep getting a bigger and bigger row, right? It just takes more time. And there's trees in the way. Our fields always end up having a tree in the middle. This was a big one. So yeah, there's at least 2 ways to use this windrower. We can push it one more time too. You know, why not? And then next time I might push from the other direction. Keep shoving it toward this one pile. Oh, except the tree's gonna be right there where the baler needs to go. Well, we'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. Okay, I've pretty much finished, but I'm worried that some of these rows are too wide for the baler, so I might push them again a little bit and kind of make them narrow. Okay, it's just past 11 p.m. so I have less than an hour to get this back to the dealership, so I better make it quick. Maybe I'll just do this next row and then I'll take it back. Oh yeah, some of this was way too wide for the baler. I would have had to gone over it at least twice. And now it's much more narrow. It should be easier to bale, a lot easier. So it turns out this windrower is not too bad if you have enough time on your hands to tidy up your rows and push them around till you get a good set of rows that'll be nice to bale. Yep. So, I'm going to finish this row and then run this back to town real quick. It's now 20 minutes after 11 p.m. Oof. Alright, let's fold it. Let's... Already raised it. Let's raise it. And let's get back to town. Full speed ahead. Ludicrous speed. Go. Well, it's not going to be ludicrous, but 50 miles per hour is nice. Alright. Ah, jeez. I'll probably make it in time. Yeah, we definitely made it in time. And I just realized I could sell it from the interface. I don't have to physically return it. That's what I always did on my first save game, is physically return it to the shop like this. I forgot. I could have just done it from the menu and wouldn't have had to rush. Oh well. Returning the windrower, and it's now about 15 minutes till midnight. Gotta get back home and head to bed. And there it is, just after midnight. I had to spend $350 on loan interest and 50 something there on property maintenance. I think it was. And we're now in the first half of November. And at the end of the episode. Just gotta park this truck, head to bed, and I'll wrap this episode up. We're home. How nice, how nice. Cut the engine, cut the lights. And I might go ahead and put this honey in here. What is that? Yep, 400 liters. It's full. So, go ahead and get that in here. Oh, there we go. Come in like that, and then kind of turn it around maybe. And, oh, if I crouch and grab it, I can keep it more flat, more level when I place it. There we go. All right. And we already have about 218 liters. All right. Yeah, it's been a long day. Time for bed. Thanks for watching, folks. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. This has been Mr. Axebane. Have a great day.